Right now, tens of millions of people all around the world suffering from the nerve pain. They have something called neuropathy, and in most cases you will feel something like tingling, similar kind of sensation like electricity go through your arms, maybe through your legs, and in most cases you try to heal yourself in a totally wrong way. You take medications, you use creams, receive injections, and wait to improvement. But the truth is much more serious. Those approaches do not repair the nerve. They only silence the symptoms, and if this continues, the damage does not stop. It progresses, and this is why more and more people are developing something called chronic neuropathy despite constant treatment. And this is my personal specialty. I work with the patients on a daily basis with those neuropathy, similar kind of symptoms. And in most cases, you really don't know how to treat your neuropathy, and this is, I believe, in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, developing something called chronic neuropathy. What is really happening in your body? Your nerves are highly specialized structures that transmit electrical signals between your brain, spinal cord, and the rest of your body. And they control sensation, movement, and internal organ function. And neuropathy occurs when those nerves become damaged. When that happens, signal transmission becomes disrupted. Instead of clearing communication, you begin to feel abnormal sensation, tingling, burning, stabbing, pain, weakness, or even loss of sensation. And the most common form of peripheral neuropathy, which affects hands and the feet, while sciatica is a specific type of the nerve pain caused by irritation or compression of sciatic nerve. And in most cases, of course, it's going to be some kind of spine problem. As I said, it may be going to be sciatica. Maybe you have some kind of nerve damage in your neck, but also one of the major problems, of course, is going to be diabetes. You have peripheral neuropathy, and much more problems can affect your nerves. Why nerve damages progresses? One of the most overlooked causes of neuropathy is nutrient deficiency. And nerves require specific vitamins to maintain their structure, energy production, and the protective layers. Without those nutrients, nerve fibers begin to lose their protective coating, signal transmission slows down, and inflammation increases. And over time, this leads to chronic nerve pain and reduced ability to nerves to regenerate. And one of the most missing causes of those nerve pain, of course, is going to be chronic deficiency in vitamins. I believe neither of you ever checked your levels for vitamins when you have the neuropathy. And this is one of the crucial mistakes that you do each day. That's why I'm here to help you. Which vitamin are best for your neuropathy? The first one is going to be vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 plays a central role in energy production inside nerve cells. It reduces oxidative stress, improves microcirculation, and supports regeneration of the damaged nerve fibers. When B3 levels are low, nerves become more sensitive, recover more slowly, and are more prone to chronic pain. Vitamin B3 improves blood flow to the nerves, ensuring better oxygen and nutrient delivery. And this is essential, reducing burning sensation, tingling, and inflammation. And regular intake of vitamin B3 reduces burning and the tingling, support nerve regeneration, improves nerve signaling, and decreases chronic nerve inflammation. And this is one of the simplest things in the world for your nerve problem, and one of the most crucial. One is going to be, of course, you need to take each day if you have nerve inflammation, vitamin B3. You can take them with the food. This is the best way how you can accumulate vitamin B3 in your body, or you can take perfect natural supplements with vitamin B3. The best food sources are chicken breasts, turkey liver, tuna, salmon, sardines, anchovies, peanuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, brown rice, oats, mushrooms, avocado, potatoes, legumes, eggs, and the dark chocolate with high cocoa content. As a supplement, typical daily range of doses is 15 to 20 milligrams for general support and up to 25 to 50 milligrams in more severe cases. The preferred form is niacinamide, and it does not cause the skin flushing, and it should be taken with the meals. So if you have nerve kind of problems, of course, in all of those cases, you must seek first medical professional help that you will see and understand if your nerve problem causing by B3 nutrient deficiency. And of course, B3 is a crucial part for your nerves. And my second information for today is going to be vitamin B5. Vitamin B5, also known as pantothenic acid, is essential for energy production and the nerve function. It involves the production of coenzyme A, which is necessary for metabolism, hormone synthesis, and proper nervous function. And nerve cells have extremely high energy demands, and vitamin B5 ensures that those processes function efficiently. It supports neurotransmitting production, stabilizes nerve membranes, reduces metabolic and oxidative stress, and improves oxygen delivery to the nerves, and support regeneration of damaged nerves. When B5 is deficient, nerves become more sensitive, recover more slowly, and chronic symptoms such as burning, tingling, and pain be more frequent. When I work with my patients, usually I always recommend take vitamin B complex together with extra B3 and the B12. And in most cases, this really is going to be really helpful for your nerve problems and all those kind of symptoms, tingling, burning sensations or whatever is going to be slowly but surely going to be a lot better in a couple of days, couple of weeks, and this is one of the best way how you can help yourself with neuropathy. The best food sources include liver, poultry, fish, eggs, mushrooms, avocado, broccoli, sweet potatoes, whole grains, legumes, seeds, and the yogurt. And recommended doses are typically 5 to 10 milligrams daily for general health and 25 to 50 milligrams for the nerve support. The best form is pantothenate, taken with the meals for the better absorption. Did you remember, my dear viewers, vitamin B complex, especially B3, B12, is going to be perfect. But what is going to happen with you, my dear viewers, if you ignore all of those, what I said today, you ignore quality nutrition, you ignore minerals, vitamins, you ignore healthy way of living, you ignore natural remedies, of course, something's really bad is going to happen with your nerves. If those deficiencies are not corrected, nerve damage does not stay the same, it progresses. And what begins at occasionally tingling or mild discomfort slowly turns into persistent daily symptoms that are harder to ignore and even harder to reverse. And the intensity of the pain increases and the frequency becomes constant, and the body loses its natural ability to recover. One of the main things that you really need to remember, my dear viewers, everything that have the progress or in developing for a couple of months, couple of years, we as a medical professional really have the hard time to make the special kind of programs or medicinal nutrients for you to recover a lot faster. Of course, it's not so difficult to understand if you have neuropathy for 1 or 3 months or 1 or 5, I don't know, years. Surely, of course, it's easy to understand that you cannot recover in the short period of time. That's why when you find those kind of sensations in those earlier stages, we can help you in the short and in the fast way. But of course, if you have neuropathy for the months, for the years, it's going to be a lot difficult. In over time, this leads to deeper structural damage to the nerves. The protective myelin sheath continues to deteriorate, signal transmission becomes increasingly disrupted, and nerves start losing their functional capacity. This is why when symptoms move from discomfort to real dysfunction, and chronic neuropathy begins to develop, where the condition is no longer temporary but permanent and progressive. This is something that you really need to understand. Every disease that are lasting more than 3 months begins in something called chronic pain, chronic neuropathy, or chronic any kind of condition. And if you are in the chronic condition, you are at those later stages of disease, and you will be a lot difficult. It's going to be a lot difficult for you to get better. What should you do? If you want to reduce nerve pain, you must support nerve regeneration from within. And this is not about suppressing symptoms, it's about restoring the structure and the function on the nerves itself. And this includes proper nutrition, restoring key vitamins like B3, B5, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and creating the right internal environment where the nerves can actually repair and regenerate. Without those conditions, no treatments can give you long-term results. And then at the same time, you must understand that nerve healing is a gradual biological process. It requires consistency, precision, and a clear understanding of what is happening in your body. And random actions short-term fixes and isolated supplements will not repair nerve damage. And in most cases, when you have the chronic neuropathy, you take those chemical medications that not work at all. You take different forms of supplements that not work at all. And you must understand, if your doctor cannot help you, surely 100% you cannot heal your nerve damage or your neuropathy on your own. This is 100% sure. Also, you put yourself in the lot of those danger if you take those or any kind of supplements or any kind of medications on your own. Those nerve problems can get a lot worse in the short period of time. In 26 years of working with the patient, I have seen many people who live with the nerve pain for years. They try medication, creams, injections, and different treatments, but their condition continues to worsen, not because they did nothing, but because they were not addressing the real cause, nerve damage on a cellular level. So, you need to understand this. If those symptoms have been present for the months or the years, this is not something you should try solve on your own. When you act without the clear structured plan, you are not solving the problem. You're making it often worse. And nerve damage does not correct itself by chance, and without proper guidance, and this condition can progress faster and lead to serious long-term consequences with your health. Unfortunately, that is the case in the most of my patients. I see it every day. If you want to learn a lot more how you can help your nerve damage in the safe and natural way, watch my video right here. Thank you for following my videos. In the next video. Bye bye.